Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Ryan and you're watching the Nighthawk Bros. We're going to head down to the range and take a look at the Feyachi M36 Magnifier and RDS-22 red dot. This should be interesting. Let's go. So Sean and I decided we were going to take this little combo and slap it on the handy rifle. So this is an H&R handy rifle that AAC collaborated with to make. So it's 300 blackout, generally used as a host for a suppressor. So we thought, what the heck, let's throw this Magnifier red dot combo on, take it to the range, and send some rounds down range. And I gotta say, it was pretty fun. So let's just dive right into the M36 Magnifier. This thing is actually impressive, to be quite honest, for its price point. So it features a 1.5x5 magnification option. It does have a ring on it, so you can adjust your magnification when you decide to use the magnifier. It's extremely easy to operate with just the push of a button and rotation of your wrist. You can switch the magnifier over into the position where it would be behind the red dot, so you could then magnify what you're looking at. So the side mount itself is manufactured out of steel. It's really durable, so you're not going to have to worry about, losing accuracy by any means with the magnifier. You're not going to have it shifting on you or anything like that. It was extremely sturdy. And the magnifier is going to be compatible with most red dots on the market, so you're not going to have a problem there. You'll be able to just basically slap it on whatever. I think primarily this would go great on an AR-15, accompanying a red dot, so bear that in mind. It does feature quick attaching thumb screws, which is really handy for just adding it to any rifle at a moment's notice, so that was really cool. So it weighed in at 9.2 ounces, which I think is respectable. Now, one thing to note, this will not work with a 1/3 co-witness system. So that would be where you're, co-witnessing your sights. It's going to be sitting down too low for this to actually work, so the magnifier won't work with a red dot setup like that. So the magnifier does have a crystal clear coating on it, so it definitely helps maximize the resolution. It was crystal clear, to say the very least. Now, something to note, there's a windage and elevation adjustment screw, and this is going to be really important when you first install it onto your rifle in conjunction with that red dot. So turn your red dot on and sit there, look through the magnifier, and with your windage and elevation screws, you can actually adjust where the red dot is going to be, because if you would just throw this on there, and actually when I first threw this on the rifle itself, turned the red dot on, I was like, what the heck is going on? The red dot was way off to the right, and we had to just adjust it over. So I'll just roll in some B-roll of that, just adjusting it. It's really simple to do, and once you get it dialed in, we didn't have a problem with it moving. So it does have that ability, and if you were to throw this on and see that, that's why. So moving right on to the RDS-22 red dot. It's a truly wallet-friendly red dot, if I do say so myself. It's constructed of aluminum, and it weighs in around 5.5 ounces, so I think that's pretty on point with most of the other red dots on the market. It features 11 brightness settings. It's fully waterproof and runs on a CR2032 battery, which is very common. Now, one thing to note about the battery, and something I noticed when we were shooting it, I didn't have the battery compartment completely screwed shut. So when we were shooting, we would actually notice the red dot would shut off, and I was terrified when I first discovered that. Tightened it down after that, we didn't have any problem. So just bear in mind that that's something that you need to be looking for, is that battery door potentially being loose. If you don't tighten that the whole way, it's going to intermittently just shut off on you, and you're going to be like, what the heck's going on? So we did have that issue, resolved it with just a little bit more tension with a screwdriver. We were solid. And the RDS-22 features a 2 MOA dot. It is red and there's no other colors. And with the brightness settings, we didn't really have a problem with it. It was a little overcast and it was quite close to sundown. We were about 45 minutes away from sundown, so we didn't have an issue. We didn't get to test it in extreme sunlight to test the brightness settings. That's something I would like to do in the near future, and we will probably get a second video after we've tested the red dot a little bit more. But I can tell you for sundown, for dusk, it was working perfectly fine. We didn't have it even maxed out. I think we had it power setting was around 4 to 5, something like that. So it wasn't even maxed and we didn't have any problems with it. So that'll about wrap it up. We had a blast at the range shooting this red dot magnifier combo. They definitely worked great hand in hand. You guys can pick these up on Amazon, and actually with Prime Day right around the corner, you should be able to get these for a killer deal. So just be on the lookout for that. Links are down in the description so you can snag one on the cheap. So, I mean, with Prime Day prices, you can't go wrong. I'm Ryan with Nighthawk Bros. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.